In the early 19th century, before trains, before highways, before airplanes, there was water. And in New York, a very long ditch was dug. It was called the Erie Canal. Some called it the eighth wonder of the world. Others simply called it muddy. The canal was meant to connect the Hudson River in Albany, New York, with Lake Erie in Buffalo. The distance was long, 363 miles. The plan was ambitious, to cut through forests, swamps, and rocky terrain. The goal? To move goods more easily across the state. Before the canal, it took about 3 weeks to move cargo from Buffalo to New York City. With the canal, that time dropped to about 8 days. This was progress, but progress that moved very slowly. In 1817, workers began digging. Most were immigrants. Many were Irish, some were German. They dug with shovels. They hauled with wheelbarrows. There were no modern machines. The canal was built section by section. First one stretch, then another, then another. Engineers faced swamps that had to be drained. They faced hills that had to be leveled. They faced rivers that had to be crossed. To cross rivers, they built aqueducts, massive stone structures carrying water over water. To climb hills, they built locks, gates that lifted boats up and down. In all, there were 83 locks along the canal. The Erie Canal was not wide. It was 40 feet across. It was only 4 feet deep. Yet, boats could float, pulled not by engines, but by mules. On the banks of the canal, a towpath was built. Mules walked slowly, pulling boats with long ropes. The average speed of a canal boat was about 4 miles per hour, faster than walking, slower than a horse. After 8 years of digging, the canal was finished in 1825. Governor DeWitt Clinton celebrated with the Wedding of the Waters. 2 barrels of water from Lake Erie were poured into the Atlantic Ocean, a symbolic marriage of the Great Lakes and